and it's 8 o'clock. Here we are. So we'll begin. Is that becoming a catchphrase? Anyway, this morning we're doing the mindfulness breathing, and I was talking yesterday about awareness and how by cultivating awareness we allow our minds to settle, and for awareness to just appear, just to be here fully in our lives. It's always there. Awareness is, we're always aware, but as I said yesterday, we cover it up with our thoughts, our chattering mind. Our directed thoughts can be okay. Our skillful thinking about how we're going to do something, or about what our meditation practice is like, or what we're planning in the future, that kind of thought can be fine. But it's the chattering mind kind of thought that is not helpful. And apart from causing us suffering, which is what I was talking about yesterday, because we just get fed up of it, don't we? And it gets us into situations that we really don't want to be in. It makes us angry. We get into upset and all sorts of things. So quite apart from that, if we can cultivate awareness more and more, then it brings us into contact with our lives. So we don't, generally as human beings, we don't notice our lives. People say, "Oh, didn't today go fast?" Or "What happened? How this year's just gone like mad." And the reason for that is because we're so caught up with our thoughts that we don't notice our lives. We're thinking all the time about what we're going to do, what we should have done, beating ourselves up, feeling guilty, getting upset, and all these ridiculous things in our mind, and also looking back at the past, looking forward to the future. And while we're doing that, we miss our lives. We miss what's happening right now in these unfolding moments of our life. So one of the big reasons for meditating, for me anyway, is to actually notice my life, to notice that this is what my life is, and to enjoy it rather than having memories of something I didn't really experience. It's much better to fully experience every moment. And of course, I don't do it. I don't do it all the time, but I do get patches where I am present. And what I find is that if you can be present, then your day gets longer. Your life becomes longer. Things don't move so fast. If you're in the moment, you actually experience your life, enjoy your life, and really appreciate your life. And weirdly, it gives you a lot more time. The days seem longer and more fulfilling, and as a result, our lives feel much better and more fulfilling. So we're all working on that, me too. But that's for me, that's one of the great benefits of meditation. Just keeping ourselves in the moment, not just when we're meditating, but throughout the rest of each day. So welcome to Barbara, Isabel, Lyndall, Karen, and Amise. Good to see you all. Lovely to see you all coming back after this break. Okay, so let's do some meditation, shall we? So just gathering ourselves together. And coming into the moment. So this moment is so rich. It's so full of experience. Always changing. Experience are always changing. There's the sounds that we can hear, even if it's the sound of silence. There's what we can actually see, and we might have our eyes closed, but we can still see something. And when we've got our eyes open, there is a rich multitude of things going on. The touch of the air on our skin, our contact with the ground, with the seat or the bed or the chair. The taste in our mouths. And any smells we can experience. And then finally, and most of all perhaps, there is the activity in our own being. The sensations in our body, in our feet, in our legs, in the back of our body, the back of the torso, the sensations in our belly, and our abdomen, our chests. And our heads. So this is a richness that is there for the experiencing every moment. And if we are aware, we can alter the state of our being. So you might notice the tension in the face and the forehead. So if we're aware of it, we can relax it. We find there's a painful part of our body, an uncomfortable part. We might notice that we are trying to push it away, trying to ignore it, which makes it worse, stiffens it up, tightens it. So we can notice this as well and relax and breathe into our discomfort. And we can notice the richness of the breathing, of the breath. Always there and quite mysterious. We take it so much for granted, but if you ever notice, we don't have to consciously breathe. We have these amazing bodies that are doing that for us. So just bringing attention to the breath and just allowing it to be exactly as it is. Not trying to control it in any way. If you find yourself trying to control it, just notice that. It's just the mind wanting to be in charge, and try and let it go. Steady rhythm of the breath as it comes and goes, filling the lungs, pushing out the chest cavity, the ribs. The sensations of the breath in the throat and the lungs. Always there for us to experience, to help us to be aware. This is a mindfulness of breathing, and got 4 stages, as most of you know. And in the first stage, we're just going to follow the out breath. The out breath is a relaxing breath. As we breathe out each time, we can let go a little. So just following each out breath from the beginning to the end. And if that's not enough, you can count, if you wish, at the end of each out breath, beginning with 1, and then 2, and so on up to 10, and then beginning again. But the main thing is to follow the length of each out breath. Not worrying too much about the in-breath, just really concentrated on following the whole length of each out-breath. And if thoughts intervene, if you get carried away, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. Just noticing it and coming back to each out breath. And just letting go of following the out breath now. Just taking stock of how you are. Just how you are this moment. Making sure you're comfortable. Taking in your experience right now. Right this moment. And then when you're ready, we can start following each in-breath right from the beginning to the end. And if you're counting, you can place the number just before each in-breath. In the same way, beginning with 1, then 2 on the next in-breath, and so on up to 10, then beginning again. The main thing is to follow the length of each in-breath. Not worrying too much about the out breath now, just concentrate on following each in breath. And in the third stage, we're going to move our awareness to the breath, the movement, sensations of the breath in the body. And you can do this in any way you want. Quite interesting to notice, to begin with, the sensations in the upper body, in the torso. There's all kinds of different sensations. There's rhythm, there's the sensations of the breath in the throat and the lungs, there's the movement of the chest itself, there's the movement of the whole torso. So just being present, noticing, being aware as much as you can of all the different sensations of the breath in the upper body, in the torso, the whole of the torso, including the tummy and the belly and the back of the body. And if you wish, you can then broaden out your awareness to the whole of the body or to other parts of the body and notice the effect of the breath there. So, for instance, when we are breathing in, you might feel sensations in the legs. And again, with breathing out, different sensations, or the arms, or the head. And you might like to end this section by taking in the whole breathing body, the whole of your being. And in the final stage, we're going to move our awareness up to the area where the breath comes into the body. So the nostrils or the upper lip, just really focusing our awareness on this particular part of the body, noticing the very subtle sensations that we feel in the nostrils or the upper lip. Just really being curious about your experience of these sensations around the nostrils and the upper lip. Just letting go of all effort now, and for the last few moments, just really noticing your full experience, whatever's happening in the moment right now as you're sitting or lying here. just noticing what it is to be fully aware without constant mind activity, if you can. Actually, when we're aware of our thoughts, we're also aware of our mind activity. So I hope that was useful for you. I would encourage you during the day to just think about awareness, to remember to be aware. We have to. It's kind of a weird thing, really. We have to remember to be aware, don't we? Our minds carry us away. But if at certain points of the day you can just remember to come back into full awareness and notice what's happening around you right then, right in the moment. If we can keep doing that, then we begin to cultivate longer stretches of awareness, of clear awareness of the moment, of clear presence in our lives. So try that out anyway. Good morning to Ruth, who joined us later. And could I just ask you if you're enjoying these sessions, we want to keep on doing them, but we would appreciate a donation if you can manage it. Anything from a £5 upwards would be great. It helps to keep us going. We do have expenses at York Buddhist Centre, and if you could just donate a small amount, that would really help to keep us going. And you can do that on our website, yorkbuddhistcentre.org. And there's a link with this video. Okay, so thanks for coming today. It's been great to be with you, and I'll be back tomorrow with the self-care meditation. Looking after ourselves, looking after our opinion of ourselves as well. And I'll be talking a bit more about awareness then around that. So that's it for now. Have a good day. Enjoy the lovely weather. And I'll see you again soon. Lots of love to you. Bye.